Okay, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite manipulatives. That's a big word, manipulatives, um, for the children to use. And every child is different. So some children have really gravitated towards some of them. Other children are just, they use them once and then that's it. And that's okay. I am totally fine with that. So my first one that I bought a good few years ago, so it's been through the wars, I tell you. Been through the wars. That's an old expression, isn't it? Is these blocks here. Okay, so there's 100 of them. Not taking them all apart. Okay, there's more in the bag beside me, guys, and they all come apart. So it's easier. So probably for Katie's age, just because we are learning the 2-digit addition, right? The 2-digit addition numbers, yeah. So she's gonna do all of these. So she's gonna come up to number 9. Or 10 or whatever, and then put the last block on here. They all come apart, okay? And then she's going to realize, oh, this entire white thing is full. This gives me 10. This means that I need to move it over into the next column. It really helps with the visual learning as well, and that's kind of where she's at, the visual and the kinesthetic. Again, don't know if I'm saying that word right. You guys have to correct me on this one. If I'm not saying it right, let me know, okay? Yeah, there's so many learning styles. I feel like there's officially like 4 or 5, but my children are on every single one, whatever. You got to learn how to roll with what your children give you, right? So she's going to be using these ones coming up pretty quick, okay? And that's one great manipulative. The other one, which I bought it. By the way, guys, teacher stores, find them in your place, wherever you live, okay? Online is a really great tool to use, like Amazon. Katie, can you pass me that triangle-y one, please? With the numbers. There you go. Amazon's a great place to start if you need something. And this one, it took me forever to find. Okay, we had been using it for decimals, which is this side? No, it's not. Here's the decimals. Okay, because Ellie was having a hard time. So it's thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, and then tenths. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Tenths, and then it'll go hundreds and thousands. She was having a hard time splitting it up because of the decimal point. And so for this, it comes with the decimal point here, which is great for her to see and for her to be able to flip through and use all of these. She probably used them for about a week, used this set for about a week. It's just numbers, ones to a millions on this side, and then this side has the decimal point. So she probably used it for about a week until she got it into her head, what the decimal point did, where it was placed, how the tenths and the ones, and you know, they're right beside each other, even though it sounds kind of like it shouldn't be, because tenths, it's a hard word to say, guys. Anyway, she was able to get that into her head, and she was able to figure it out by using a manipulative like this. So really, in all honesty, it did take probably a good few days to get here, just because it's an odd thing. Nobody buys this on Amazon, really. And I did not see this at any teacher store. So I'm really glad that I found it there on Amazon. But yes, back to the teacher store. This is how I talk, guys. I'm sorry, I can't tell, but I try to keep on track and it doesn't work. Teacher store, find one in your area. It could be under educational resource store, or it could be teacher store, or it could be learning center. I've seen different names for every place. Anyways, these ones are basically the same as these blocks. These ones clip together. These ones don't. These ones, I'm pretty sure you can see them. This is the ones. The yellow one are the ones. This is the base 10, so it's this. And then the blue one here is the hundreds, okay? So it is a whole lot smaller and more compact. I have not taken it out because we've not needed it quite yet. And we also have Lily, the 3-year-old. Seriously, a 3-year-old with these ones, I don't know how well they're gonna survive, guys, but it really is something that we have borrowed and everything throughout the years to help with the other children. But now I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna buy our own. So that's what we did. Next one I want to show you, again, Teacher Store. I was so happy with this one. This is how you would start doing addition up to 10, or subtraction, right? And so it's got the actual number here, and then it's got the word right here. So it'll tell you how to add them together to get 10, right? Because this whole block is just 10. It also shows how 10 is broken up into all of these different parts, which really helps, again. Wow, I love that you guys are right behind me. Can you go and sit down, please, Alex? So this really helps because you can see how the 10s are all broken up into all of this. They're broken up into a 1 and a 9 and a 2 and an 8. They're broken up onto all of this, and then the kids can kind of see that and learn from that. Again, visually, kinesthetically. And it really does help because here's my next one. Gotta bend down and get this one, guys. Okay, here's my next one. This one is a fraction one, okay? So if we've got this one to visually represent the 10 by using this part of it, okay? We've got these ones here. They all break apart. Some of them we have not broken apart. Okay, so 1/10, 1/10, 1/10. All of these 1/10ths, if you add them all together, it will equal a whole. Okay, there's a whole bunch of different parts. This one's a half. So a half and 5/10 equal 1 whole. So you're able to actually like play with them, move them all around. They've got thirds as well. And you're able to move them all around and figure out, see, so sixths, and you figure out how to make a whole. And it really helps out when you don't quite understand fractions, when you're just using all of this. So Alex, like he just mentioned, he was doing decimals and fractions and everything, and he's in that kind of zone right now. And it's more of the how to make a full, and you know, like a full number and everything. So he's there, and these really helped him at the end of last year, beginning of this year, a little bit of a refresher, because he's able to put them all together. So he can look at this and he can go, well, if I have a fifth and I have a sixth, well, can I actually make a whole? And he'll be able to play with all of these that we've got here, and he'll be able to actually figure out if he can make a whole. So we have all of these. He's able to use them, able to visually see and manipulate, see, manipulatives, manipulate his answer, and he'll be able to figure it out that way. So it really works for him. It really is a tactile kind of thing. So if you've got that kid, use these all the time. They are so helpful. And finally, these are just the few things that I use all of the time, guys. It's not an exhaustive list, but these are some of the things that I go to. Okay, so this one, it is so many years old, printed off of Pinterest, okay? And that is another supplement that I use in homeschool, because Pinterest has like the fun, silly kind of things that you might want to teach your children, but also set up a basis for it. So like an example would be if we're starting a new course or something, my word bank kind of go-to is to have a word search. So if we are doing anything like, say, dinosaurs or something, which is a unit we seem to do a lot, if we are going to be learning about dinosaurs, my word search will have words in it like extinction or reptile or carnivore or Jurassic and Cretaceous. They'll have those kinds of words in them, so that the children can find the words, see how they're spelled, hopefully try to remember them. And when we stumble across these words in the future, then they are able to reference back to their word search, know that it's something related to dinosaurs, kind of put it all together, and that's what the basis of the word bank is, okay? So this one, math, I was really struggling with skip counting for the children, and it just was not coming naturally, no matter what kind of things I did, okay? So I've got these ones, okay? They come on a big sheet. Let's see if I can get two together, because again, we've used these so often. Okay, so see, you've got 2 and your 4. So obviously we're going to be skip counting by 2s here, guys, okay? and then we're going to put them all together. Okay, and then at the end, you're going to have your entire picture. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, obviously. Look, here we got a tent forming. Okay, and if this one goes up to, oh, it goes up to 14. Certain ones go a little higher, and that's okay too. Anyways, they got all these numbers. Oh, I'm really good at doing this whole demonstrating, guys, here. All right, so anyways, you're able to kind of see all of these. They're able to put them all together, say them, and work through them, and it really helped for a whole lot of the skip counting. Sorry, I'm just getting a message there. It really helped with the children learning how to skip count, and that was really a good base point. So we have moved on from that. Katie is not into skip counting yet. Ellie has passed skip counting, and so this is, skip counting is the basis for multiplication, right? And so it's really important that you can start to skip count, because if you can't figure out a multiplication question, you're going to need to go back to skip counting, because really, who knows all of their multiplication facts, guys? I don't know all my multiplication facts. That's a big word. I don't know all my multiplication facts. I wish I did. I wish I had that memory to consistently recall all of these facts. But, you know, sometimes I struggle, and it's like, you know what? Oh, what is this question? I need to revert back to skip counting. So really as a basis, it really is something that you need to get drilled into your head, whether that be through song or through these little cards off of Pinterest here, or any other way that you can find out that works for your kids. It's just, it's trial and error, guys. But yeah, watch your children, figure out how they learn, and move on from there. So once we've mastered the skip counting, we'll go on to things like flashcards and stuff. Certain children respond better to flashcards than others. One feels complete stress. The other one is just like, you know what, I got this. And he'll like list it all off. And so, you know, we have a whole entire, we have quite a few buckets actually for this. It works, certain things work better for certain children, right? And that's something that I will continuously say for forever. Certain things work better for certain people. So, and right now we've got Katie over onto the computer, and she's obviously done her math here. And so she's jumped onto ABC Mouse. And so this is just kind of how we flow throughout the day. Right now we have it's snack time, you know, because again, I mentioned, you know, in a previous video that homeschool children eat all of the time, like all the time, again. Oh my goodness, all you seem to do is cook. So, anyways, it's snack time up there. She's resting down here. They've done their hard part for the day, which would be their math. Next up, I think that they're going to work on science together. 3 of them have the science thing that they need to work on at the same time. So yeah, a little bit of balancing here. But Ellie has wrapped a present upstairs, and I think we're going to go upstairs and check that out. Hopefully it's not a disaster area up there.